Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to the Dragon Block C mod pack. Last time, we went through the Jedi story mission. Like, literally the entire thing in one episode. It was not as long as I was expecting. Basically, you go to Dagobah, you speak to Master Yoda, and he tells you to go start training in the ways of the Force. He gives you Jedi robes and a holocron, and then basically you have to go get a whole bunch of experience, Minecraft experience, which you can then use to unlock various Force abilities. It looks like this is it until you start going down the... Oh wait, no, every 5 levels, or technically 6 levels. Like on level 36, I'll gain access to a new... 31 rather, I'll gain access to a new one, probably. And then I'll start scrolling through this, and then once I start going through the Sith storyline, I'm assuming that we'll have some different ones. So basically, you use experience to level up your Jedi abilities, and then you use your upgrade points. I'm going to level up Disable. So now, if I use this on an enemy, it will be held in place for 5 seconds, which is already so much better than the other Force abilities. What if I just stop that at 6? I wonder if this one works as well as the other one does against DBC enemies. I should have put that on Wield. Disable. What button do I have this on? T? The Air Thief is disabled for 6 seconds, and the cooldown is like 5. Hold on. You can still hit me. But it seems like you were hitting slower? I don't know. That doesn't seem like it's going to work very well, but maybe if we put into better practice. So now we can do that. And we could technically do other things like jump. Doesn't really need because we can fly. Defend stops 1 point of damage. I think it's 1 point of damage for as long as it's active, which is technically better. Like anything that would do 4 damage if I'm absorbing 2 would only do 2, and it would last until the timer is up, which I think is like 30 seconds. So I can imagine that would be fairly good in base game at high levels. But where we take literally thousands of damage at a time, that's not going to be helpful. So we basically learned Force abilities, and then we traveled to Ilum, where we made a lightsaber that is slightly broken with animations. I'm assuming either that's because of the lightsaber we made, or because of the DBC animations, because I didn't realize it also sits right there, which would make more sense positioning-wise if we were like a regular Minecraft character size. But we are not, we're only a block and a half tall, so I'm assuming there's just some weird things with animations going on top of each other. What's my armor doing? It's mostly good. I'll end up repairing it some point soon. Oh, so where am I at experience here?
What is that?
Oh yeah, I have over 1,000 waiting for me. That is not worth it. Stun for 3.5 seconds for 100, or 4 seconds for 150. Like, why would you do that?
What is that?
I really don't know if any of these would actually be worth it. Attack damage times 1.5, but it only affects the weapon. Wound? Wound has a smaller stun, but does a little bit of damage, but that damage doesn't mean anything. I don't know. Force Fortify. I think that only stops, like, if I was getting hit by lightning or something from the Sith, but...
Did you hear that?
Yeah, our Force abilities are cool, but I don't think they're super handy. Force Stasis, Force Fortify. What button do I have those Force powers on? I don't remember. But oh well, we made a lightsaber, we're Jedi, and it works as a flashlight. But the weird part is, it doesn't actually do damage. It does the basic amount of damage that you would normally do. 129, 129. It's a lightsaber. You'd think it would do extra damage, but it just doesn't. Its main source is to stop blasters, and we're not really fighting a whole bunch of things with blasters. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get into the Boo Saga today. Then to start, we need to go speak with Master Bobbity. So, where's he on the map? What happened here? Did I accidentally hit UI theme at some point? Apparently I did. No, not options. Where are my waypoints? There they are. I completely forgot how this map worked for a second. That was weird. Anyways, hello, Master Bobbity. Who are you? You think you can stop me? Good joke. 159822. King Kai is warning about urgent trouble. He warned you that an evil sorcerer Bobbity is trying to revive the greatest evil the universe has ever known. Majin Buu! Stop in. We can find a ship in the plains biome. And now, Bobbity's first minion. Pew 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 is here to fight you. Take him out. Let's actually get out of the ships, shall we? And you know what? We might as well fight at the ship. I'm not going to travel to Cell's Arena for this. It's more thematic to fight where we should be fighting. Although I should go to Cell's Arena to get my bed and sleep through the night at some point. Senzu beans and cooked dino meat. Annoying Minotaurus. How strong are we? I'm assuming I'm going to have to transform to take on these opponents. Actually, I have no idea if these opponents are as strong as Cell or not. I kind of want to see if there's any opponents in here weak enough for I don't have to superform to get through, but I'm going to assume the answer is probably no. Pew Pew is, yeah, just about as strong as Cell. But he does a lot less damage. Hold on, what is... Why do I feel stronger in base form than I do in Super Saiyan 2? This cannot be! How did that work so well? I get that Super Saiyan 2... Huh. Obviously my key defense is taking effect right there. That's for sure. I lost a lot of key just from taking a hits, and I took like no damage in return. Is there a weird... You know what? Key defense probably scales off of dexterity. Obviously, when you go into a super form, you don't get any extra key. All of the boosts are in dexterity, strength, and willpower. I think key defense scales off of... I pressed escape there and... Whoa, weird issues today. 1 second. Okay, I think we're good now. My entire computer just froze up there for some reason. Anyways, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, doesn't say it anywheres in here, and it doesn't say it on the wiki either. But I feel like key protection probably scales off of willpower and dexterity. At least one of the two, maybe even both. Because I can definitely... I'm getting like a fairly sizable defense boost just from that. But I was definitely taking a whole lot less key. I don't know. I'll have to test this against another opponent, because right now key seems to be our main problem when it comes to these major fights. When I start going higher forms, I end up running out real fast. So let's just make sure we're at max key before we continue on. Pew Pew is done. Next up is Yakon. Babbity releases his monster, Yakon. Don't let him get near you. Yakon will give blindness to make it dark. Oh, I spawned him in there. Oh, apparently Pew Pew is just very weak, I guess. Although, I'm still managing this fairly well. If a bit worse than against Pew Pew. Might have gotten a little cocky after beating Pew Pew, no problem. Interesting. That fight felt entirely different. Pew Pew did absolutely 0 damage to me. But Yakon just, like, chewed through my health when I wasn't paying attention. Although, that didn't... Let's try this fight going Super Saiyan. In fact, honestly, I kind of want to try just Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan 2. So let's head back over to Babidi. Forgot I set your Babidi thing down here. I really don't have a good reason to fight at Babidi's instead of Cells. Cells is the better fighting spot. It just feels more thematic to do it over here. Anyways, that's the wrong button. Super Saiyan, or more accurately, full power Super Saiyan. Let's see. I should use up quite a bit more ki this way, just from being in a stronger form. Okay, yeah. Managed that more or less no problem, but used up so much more ki. Ki production definitely scales off of something. Like, the more one of those two stats, the more in one of those two stats, the more ki gets drained. 100%. I should get the better food available again, but just do like that, I guess. Honestly, pickaxe can go away. I probably don't even need the lightsaber out. It's there to look cool. Actually, I want to test something in a moment. Anyways, we fight to protect. Next up is Dabura. Babidi has sent his right-hand man, Dabura, to fight you. He is much stronger than the others. Honestly, I'm still... Ow! I'm still taking him relatively fine, actually. And it came down to ki again. I ran out of ki, and thus I couldn't take hits anymore thanks to defense, and I got knocked out of form. Although getting knocked out of form was probably the death, not the actual ki thing. Because if I get knocked out of form due to ki, I get knocked down to 0%. Are these foes just feel like they're hitting weaker than Cell? I think they're just about equal as far as health goes. But they're definitely doing less damage, because I'm maintaining myself a lot better, and I haven't put any skills in since beating Cell. Interesting. I forgot that there were multiple stats that enemies scale off of and get stronger and weaker, and not just, oh, you have more health, therefore you're a harder fight. But... Super Saiyan 2? Super Saiyan 1 managed to push us pretty close to victory there. How about Super Saiyan 2? We get the cool crackly lightning. I haven't even been going all out. I could Ki Weapon or Kaioken as well, because apparently I can maintain both. Dabura! Can I just stand and fight you? I can just stand and fight you. Yeah. You are indeed formidable, but not formidable enough. Da-da-da. You made it far, but you will go no further. Cool. The Boo Saga is going a lot better than I was expecting. But here we go. The Burra used your battle as a chance to absorb your energy from Majin Buu. It was enough to revive him, and he is... not what you were expecting. This creature is really Majin Buu? It's just a fat pink blob. Wait, it killed the Burra and turned him into chocolate. It is obviously stronger than you thought. I don't know much about Dragon Block, or Dragon Ball. I do know Majin Buu is weird. Eat back up to full ki. I'm going to need to get more food pretty quickly, because I'm running out. So much fish. Oh, I got a spear from Dabura. Cool. Anyways, Majin Blue. No, Majin Buu, not Blue. Oh, here's the power jump. I forgot just how powerful Majin Buu base form was. Here's where things get interesting. We're approaching pretty quickly the spot where Super Saiyan 3 is going to come into play, aren't we? I know Super Saiyan 3 is at some point during the Buu fights. I don't think it's just yet. probably perfect Boo. Or full Boo. I don't remember. I don't remember what Boo's forms are called. Uh, I'll remember eventually whenever it tells us. So we're not at Super Saiyan 3 just yet, but Boo proper, or base, is probably going to require some skill stacking. Let's actually eat up to full ki, and go back up. Might as well go get a Senzu bean while we're right here. I keep neglecting these. I have yet to try Disable on any of these opponents. I tried it on a Tiger Guard or whatever they're called, and it didn't seem like it worked, so I didn't try it on a story mode. But I probably should. But before we go any further, I want to try a thing. I mean, obviously right now I could stack Kaioken up to ×4 on top of my super form. But I looked a little bit more into it, and I know that at higher levels of Kaioken, it lowers the drain amount so you can maintain it a bit better. I kind of want to get Kaioken closer to max out. I currently can put in that many. Level 6, I think, gives me access to maxed out Kaioken, but I don't know if it starts giving me the ability to take less damage or drain from it. 2, 3. Oh, this takes a while. 4, 5, 10. I almost said 6, but that's not how it works. And 20, which is maxed out Kaioken. What's the drain currently looking like? Is that only like 50? Yeah, it's only like 55. The lightsaber just hanging out down there. So what is our current power here? It's pretty similar to... Yeah, it's looking pretty similar to Super Saiyan 2, just on its own. It's slightly weaker. But the point of Kaioken is that you can stack it with other stuff. But I do just want to kind of try it. Might as well test out the abilities of Kaioken, shall we? We can now max it out a bit more. Oops, not the dino meat, just a singular fish will do. Boo! Ah, so much ki lost. We can get surprisingly close. I didn't actually use up all my ki that time, nice. But just like trying to fist fight Boo works surprisingly well with our current amount of strength. To the point where like 20 points of spirit and Kaioken times even like 2 maybe, Super Saiyan might do it. I really want to avoid putting in too many skill points when it's already a pretty close fight that I can probably get over just as is by playing it better. Honestly, that's the major problem. I'm just punching things instead of playing it better. Back to Bobbity. Whee! And, oops. And I'm going to wait for Strain to go away, because I think what Strain does, it makes me take more damage while I'm in Kaioken. Or maybe just in Period, I don't remember. So, while we're waiting for that, what would I want to do? Should I just max out Kaioken? I think all the rest of the Kaioken levels just makes it easier to maintain. So I might as well. 2, 3, 4. Now all of our skills are maxed out, except for Super Form. And the only other skills really that we're going to be going after are like Ultra Instinct and God Form. We got all those skills very quickly. So that's probably just in and of itself a pretty major boost that will make maintaining things a lot easier. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes, and then we're going to refight Boo. I'll probably try ×4 Super Saiyan 2. That is a boost, but it probably won't be too much, considering we're pretty close already. I don't want to just, like, steamroll Boo. Might as well grab a few extra experience points while they're here. So I'll see you in a minute. Ooh, level 29. Okay, so Strained went away. Actually hit level 34, so one more level and we'll see if we unlock any new abilities from this point on. So let's go Super Saiyan 2 Kaioken times 4. I think that's where I'm going to sit to try and beat Boo here. Because we can get relatively close just as is. Super Saiyan times 2, times 3, times 4. Yeah, that power-up is a whole lot faster. I forgot about that. And now I have 3 minutes of straight. I might have been a bit overzealous here. Can I maintain times 2? I might be able to maintain times 2. What happened last time? Or at some point I was able to maintain Super Saiyan a whole lot better than I was expecting to. Super Saiyan Kaioken. Was I in a different form? Am I misremembering? Is that in a different world? Because I have my own like other world where I sort of like throw a couple more mods and just like mess with some things. And yeah, I've been messing with some stuff on my own, which is like random mods thrown in, seeing what I could actually pull out of this. And I had Kaioken more or less the same powers in there. And I was able to maintain it there, I think? Or I'm misremembering something and I maintained it here? I don't remember. How was I able to maintain that so much better before? I don't know. Guess I'm waiting a few more minutes then. Actually, I can get rid of Strained. How do I do this? Is it JRMC Strained? EBC Strained, maybe? I don't know. Basically, I'm just DBC Strain. Remove. I wish I could just tab that instead of just typing out the whole thing. Ardendrous. I'm just going to do that. That saves us a little bit of time. Super Saiyan times 2. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Kaioken 2. Super Saiyan 2, Kaioken times 2. That is very difficult to maintain. I can only maintain that for 2 ticks. Oh, that was Super Saiyan, not Kaioken. Hold on, what about Super Saiyan 1 Kaioken times 2? 1, how can I maintain it? 2, is it anywhere near applicable? Or, I don't know if that's the right word I meant to use. Is it anywhere near strong to Super Saiyan 2? Oh, even that's not super easy to maintain. It's better, but difficult. And, oh, it's stronger at least, that's for sure. Know what? We're going to give it a shot. Assuming I can actually press the right buttons and make this work. Boo. And I did not eat fast enough and got knocked out of it. How did I do better without messing with extra skills? I thought I was going to be able to manage this a bit better than I can, but like the drain on Kaioken is just too much right now. To the stats we go, I suppose, because right now we're not managing. I don't think there's any other skills I'm missing, am I? Like, let's head back to King Kai. The only thing I'm missing is old Kai's ritual with Mystic Form. I'll probably show that off at some point, but it's not really time yet. God Form and Ultra Instinct are definitely early. There's no one else in this dimension. And I think I've trained with everyone on this planet. Yeah, you're only missing Jump. You're only missing Defense Penetration, which doesn't matter. You're only missing Dash, which I don't really care about. And I think I have everything from Piccolo, everything from Gohan and Goku. Yeah, I'm not missing anything. I guess at this point it's just going to be stats then, because I can't maintain... I'm not strong enough in just base Super Saiyan 2, and I can't maintain Super Saiyan 2 Kaioken right now. Instant transmission is bad. It's only good if you're playing multiplayer and you can just like teleport to your friends or across dimensions. Fusion only works in multiplayer. Defense penetration, as we've already said, doesn't work here. And go on, and I have everything for. But 1 second, my dog's starting to go off. Okay, I'm good for the minutes. She might start going off again in a couple minutes again. Hello, cat. I don't know if you could hear the jingles. So, apparently we're going to need more stats if we want to take on Boo. No, cat, you cannot climb on my keyboard. Where are we going to need to put them? I mean, it continues to be spirits. The problem is continuously just we do not have enough ki to maintain our forms and whatnot. So if I just do that... Hold on. Extra output. What goes off of spirit? Is that what ki is that what ki protection goes off of? Also, why is my passive defense so good? Is ki protection passive? That gives extra defense. That gives damage reduction. That's plus 920. I put 10 points into willpower. Does that go up still? Oh, I'm on 1,000. Hold on. Yeah, putting 1,000 points into a thing does not work. So 1076. Okay, it doesn't go off of willpower. Ki defense and the like only goes off of your ki pool then. So honestly, putting spirit up makes all of my stats better. By a pretty sizable margin. Like, I put 10 points in at a time, and all of these went up, like, an insane amount. Okay. I probably went a little bit overboard there, but I think we can beat Boo now. That doesn't help us maintaining Kaioken. Let's actually head over to Cell, and I might as well just fight Boo over here instead. It's less thematically fitting, but at least I don't have to keep going back to Babadi's every single time and, like, flying out of the hole. So I'm at Ki Weapon ready. Actually, make sure we're going into Super Saiyan 2, not Kaioken. So, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. It shows in my battle power slightly that those are so much better. But my passive is almost 1,500 now. Let's just try it. Yeah, I can just take on Boo. Come now, Majin Buu, leave that weakling, we got work to do. That was still close, but I also wasn't trying. I blocked once in that entire fight. Ki continues to be a problem, though. Like, it's very nice that all that stuff scales off of Ki, and that just means that I can make everything else stronger by upping a singular stat. But also, the fact that all of it just chews up my ki reserves makes it hard to maintain ki numbers. Which honestly means it gets harder and harder to actually use ki techniques as well. But I guess it's a balancing act. I fight to protect 72,366. 73,596. There goes my dog. But here's the thing. We'll do this in a moment once my dog stops. As soon as I exited that screen, I came back to everything being green. So I closed out of that screen and paused the game for a moment to go check on the dog. And we have Legendary again. We get this a lot. I know we're the only one on the world, so therefore we're the only one that can get this. But it is so common. But anyways, as we just saw a little sneak peek of, more power. There may be a new level of power you can ascend to, beyond a Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. Ascend to state SS3. To do that, we're going to need an extra 15 mind. I thought I'd accidentally put 20 in there for a moment. Let's just go to 650. I'll need extra mind for other levels as well. Super form level 6. I believe that's all I need. Level 7 unlocks 4? Oh, as long as you go through all the steps for it. Super Saiyan grade 3! I now have really long hair. This is the first form that's going to start chewing through ki. I thought the drain for Super Saiyan 3 was like really bad, but that's not that much worse. Currently it's only 3.6. We're going to need to get our mastery level up. But we're now a Super Saiyan 3. Majin Buu defeated you, but he wasn't able to kill you. You must quickly find him and stop him. You will need more power. So this Buu is just going to be a whole lot stronger than the last. But I need to actually get my form a bit stronger first. Satyrs. You know what, I should turn off Ki Fist and Ki Scythe. This form is definitely chewing through ki a lot faster than Super Saiyan 2. So if I want to actually make sure I can keep it going long enough to actually get its mastery form up, I should use up as little ki as possible. Ki protection as well. Yeah! I still have lightning, but only when in turbo mode, basically. This is not a good place to actually go to train up ki mastery. I just thought, oh, this place has opponents. It'll do something. Anyways, ki mastery. Back to the zombie pits we're gonna be going. So, yeah, let me wait till nighttime or just find a good cave underground, because as it stands, this is not fast enough. I'll see you in a little bit. This is just gonna take a bit. I had to wait for nighttime to find zombies, so I figured I'd try something a little bit different. Shadow Trummies do not work the same way. Like, I've been here basically since I popped away, and I'm only up to 10.5. The Shadow Trummies do not as effectively do not hit as fast as zombies. For whatever reason with this mod, zombies have their attack rate broken, and is basically 0. This group, on the other hand, they have to wait between each punch. So, definitely quite a bit slower. Also, a lot more active, because, like, in a pit, only one of them fits in the pit with you. Plus, these ones also have a time limit. Yeah. Figured I'd showcase what I was attempting to do during the daytime while waiting. It was not fun. It was not a good use of time. It basically got us a tiny chunk of the way we needed while waiting for the rest of it. But now it's time to do this the rest of the way in the better way. I need more zombies than just the one, please. Although baby zombies. Why is your health thing broken? Why? Okay, baby zombies are too unpredictable. That friend is not helping us. I don't have a shovel anymore, so you're making it this difficult. Hello, zombie friends. Minotaurus, not you. Let me in the hole, please. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There's one. There's two. 2 zombies have already gotten me, like... yeah, this is so much better. I'll see you when we're at 50. This is gonna take too long. Okay, that took, like, 0 time at all. It's only been a couple of minutes. Actually got distracted looking at... I was looking at when Mystic Form technically should be unlocked. Which is basically to say now. Like, from what I understand, I was looking at it, Gohan gets Mystic Form at basically the same time as Goku gets Super Saiyan 3. But technically speaking, I could go either Super Saiyan against Buu, or go get Mystic Form, and chest out both. So, since we already have Super Saiyan 3, I'll just stick with this, and then we'll go into the other form if need be. Looking at the boost in comparison to what it was like for Super Saiyan 2, I think with Legendary Super Saiyan 2 was 4.8, if I remember correctly. So this, sitting at a 5.4, is actually a pretty big jump. And honestly, that means that Super Saiyan 3 is equivalent to Super Saiyan 2 Legendary, just as a base. So the fact that we're also Legendary makes it better. Pretty good stats, it looks like. Hold on, does Key Fist... Okay, just having Key Fist on doesn't affect my BP. Neither does having any of these actually on just affect my base power. I figured I'd double check that, but it's okay. Okay. So, let's try this. Majin Buu defeated you. We already read that. Can we just take Buu? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, we can just take Buu. This time Buu won't leave you alive. Now Buu mad, Buu kill you. We fight to protect. Majin Buu killed Babidi and seems to have begun a peaceful life. Everything seems to have turned out alright, despite you not doing anything. Unfortunately, there was a really large power in the direction in which he went. Time to investigate. Majin Buu has become much skinnier and much more powerful. You're in for one heck of a fight. Kill Super Majin Buu. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm trying to remember what Super Majin Buu has for health. I think he's definitely our first opponent to bypass 50,000 health. In fact, I think one of these fights gets like 70,000. Super Majin Buu, you're not even the most scary fight in this arc. But we still win. Oh. All of those key points we put into and Legendary are proving a bit more of a boost than I was expecting. I am not fighting these. I am not actually fighting strategically. I am running face first into opponents and just spamming left click, and it is working right now. This was not my intent. But we defeated Super Majin Buu. But based how close that was, I don't think we're gonna be winning this next one. So from here on out, Super Majin Buu just starts fusing with a whole bunch of our friends. Majin Buu has absorbed Gotenks and Piccolo. Super Majin Buu Gotenks. We've passed the point where I can just do this. We finally hit the point of the story where I could win fights again without eating mid-fight and just getting to fight them head on. We have left said part of the story again. But looking at the time, I ended up splitting this one into two. This video is split into two parts, so I try to remember the first part's time limit. This is probably a pretty good place to end things off. I need to pop away, and from here on out, this fight only gets harder. This mission still has like several more super form boos, each of them more powerful than the last. I think it's... Yeah, and I think the strongest of them will hit 70,000 health, and we're going to have to get stronger for it. So for right now... I missed. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. If we die, we get to test out Mystic Form next time.